Hey, what's up, guys? So it's my first vlog since running at Capital Backyard Ultra, and I'm back out here at the nature reserve, getting some miles in on the trails, and things feel good and pretty much back to normal runs and just relaxed miles for now. So Capital Backyard Ultra went as well as I could have hoped. Ended up being the last person standing there, so that got me the silver ticket to get a spot to Bigs this year and be on the USA national team to compete against all the other backyard teams at the satellite locations where their backyard teams will be running backyards and competing with other international teams. So very happy, very psyched about that, and really can't complain about anything because the race went really well. I only had a couple low points, but nothing too terrible, and I got through them, and everything worked out. So I put out a race report with a lot more details all about the highs and the lows and my thought process throughout. So if you're interested in that, you can go to my blog site and find the race report there and check it out. Otherwise, just one thing that I didn't get in the race report that I've given a little bit more thought about now as a little time has passed. And there's just like right after is very just felt very hectic for a week or two after, because there's just a lot more people were paying attention to that race than I realized at the time. So I got invited to be on a couple podcasts with Kim Levinsky of Sasquatch Trail Running and Trails Collective, and also Adam Lee of Community Trail Running. He also had me on his podcast. So it was just a lot going on in a short amount of time. So I don't think everything of what actually happened and what I did had really completely sunk in yet at that point. It was all still kind of surreal at that moment. So anyway, I'm planning to write another blog post kind of about digging a little bit deeper into that idea of being in the moment, because the strange thing about it was when I was at Capitol and I was over 200 miles in, I was 250 miles in, and I was fully prepared and ready to run through a third night and push on to like that 300 mile mark. I mean, at that point in that moment, it didn't seem crazy at all. It seemed just like normal. That's just what I was doing. Didn't give it a second thought. I wasn't impressed by myself. It's just what I was doing. Not really, no emotion or thought process behind it. It was just reacting. Just very, felt natural, just very, like reptilian brain, like this is just what I have to do right now, and no questions asked, just do it. So I want to write another blog post kind of exploring that idea of being in the moment versus when you look at it in retrospect and you're thinking, wow, man, that was pretty crazy what I did. Because when I follow other races and I saw like Courtney battling it out at Biggs and Maggie Gooderald battling it out at Biggs, and Harvey Lewis and Chris Roberts and everyone else who has gone really, really far, like 200, pushing 300 miles, over 300 miles at Biggs. I'm like watching from home, just super impressed and amazed and thinking, man, these people are like superhuman. I could never do something like that. And then there I am in the moment of doing it, and I'm just like, it's just what I was doing. Not crazy at all. So I want to dive into that idea and maybe just try and explore it a little bit more in a blog post. So if you're interested in that, be on the lookout for that coming up, hopefully in the next few weeks, or hopefully by the end of the month maybe. I'll see what kind of time I've got to dedicate to it. But for now, it's just back to getting in some road and trail miles and enjoying runs again. And then it'll be next month I'm gonna get a little bit more serious about my training to prepare for Bigs in October. So that's when it's going to get real again, and I think I'm ready for it. And the way Capital went, I mean, that just gave me a huge confidence booster of what I could be capable of at Bigs. I mean, before I thought going to Bigs, it's like a guaranteed DNF, but maybe I'll get my biggest PR there. But now, I don't know. The idea has entered my head that it could be me. I mean, why not? Maybe it'll come down to me, a couple other people. Who knows who those other few other people will be that'll be the last few left standing at Bigs. But I think the big change in my thinking now is that I honestly believe that there is the potential that it could be me, that, you know, maybe I am capable of being the last person standing at Bigs, but we'll never know until we give it a shot, right? So gonna get my training in order and get my headspace, try and get my headspace in the right space and give it my all there. So until then, I just want to check in with y'all. So hope everyone's out there enjoying the weather. Hope it's good where you are. So enjoy those miles on trails or roads, wherever you run. All right, talk at you later. See ya.